Welcome, welcome everyone. Super excited to see you here today. We're talking about comparing your prices and how by doing that, it can cause you some serious business failure. So I don't know, I talk to people all the time around what it is about their prices. They feel so like not aligned with what they're charging. And most of the time, the reason for that is because they aren't really in tune to their intuition and their inner guidance system. So I wanted to go over that a little bit today and also talk about how I use an energetic pricing tool to help with that. And it can really be a game changer in your business. Okay. So don't let comparison syndrome eat away at your energy because that's what it does. And it makes your business fail when you allow that. And it can easily turn your amazing gift into bad juju. So we don't want that. Okay. So let's go over this a little bit so that we can help like flush this out a little bit. Okay. So inspiration versus comparing. Now, being inspired by others is queen. Okay. It lifts you up to see the potential that you can create. All right. So you're seeing other people's ideas. You're getting excited because you're seeing things that are offered in ways that maybe you've never thought of before. All right. So you can get new ideas and find yourself ignited, right? And ready to roll. And many of us in the human design world, we need that spark to get rolling. It's super important. Okay. So inspiration. So the thing about inspiration is it doesn't mean copying. A lot of times we get people that see something they like, and then all of a sudden they take all the information, they put it exactly on their page, or they put it in a post. That's not cool. All right. And that will actually cut your energy down so fast. It's crazy. So basically, inspiration, it's seeing what others are doing and sitting back and allowing the downloads for your own ideas to come through. All right. So we're all so different, and being authentic to your own self and your own unique ways of doing things and your own unique ways of creating is key. We're all fingerprints. Every single one of us has a different way. Even if you're doing the same kind of work as someone else, no one is going to do it in your own unique way unless you're copying somebody to the T and doing it, trying to do exactly what they're doing. That's actually cutting your gifts down. Okay. So, comparing yourself is looking at others and judging. Okay. It blocks you from your intuition and your inner guidance. So, we don't want that. We want to make sure that you're really in tune with yourself. Okay. And basically, it's placing your trust outside of yourself when you do that. Okay. So, when you're pricing your offers, I want you to look inward. Okay. If the average price for your kind of work is between 75 and 120 per session, let's say, and you have just priced yourself at 100, like to be in the middle, or like worse, price yourself below 60 a session, you're limiting yourself because you're looking at everybody else. You're like, okay, this is what's working. I'm going to be in the middle so I can get the clients. You're not looking at that real, you're selling your work per hour. You're trading dollars per hour. You're not selling your transformation. And that's what people want. They don't want just a session, they want a transformation. And when you do this, when you're selling like $60 per session, or you're looking at others, you're not valuing your work. And in turn, others won't value you either. Okay. So I used to charge $47 an hour when I first got started. And that would sometimes, that 60 minutes actually turned into 90 minutes because I always was over delivering and over giving. And what I found was people didn't value it and often didn't even do the work, you know? So that to me cut my energy down because I'd see them in 2 weeks and I'd be like, how did it go? Because I always give homework. Okay. And give them stuff that they could do on themselves so that they could have more healing in between our sessions. Right. And they'd come back and they're like, well, I didn't do it. I didn't have time. I didn't want to do it. Well, I tell you right now, they didn't do that. They didn't see the results because they didn't value what I was giving them. And what that did for me was it really lowered my own energy, and I felt like so worthless. And I was so frustrated, and it almost made me stop doing the work. Now, I know the miracles and the magic that can happen with energy work, and I've seen it in my own life with autoimmune issues and financial issues and all sorts of different things. And I know what it can do and how using energy and clearing out the blocks that you have. We all are different, going back generations. I'm big on generational work because we carry so much information from our ancestors, right? So by doing that work, and using the law of attraction with that and really taking the inspired guided action, I knew that these people could have a complete turnaround. And I've seen it personally with my own clients. So not only in myself and my family, but my own clients have seen magical stuff happening. So that is where I would get frustrated that they weren't doing it. Yet they'd show up for the session, but they weren't valuing it because I was too cheap. So that's it. So a lot of clients felt that that because I was cheap, I must not be that good. So they didn't value enough to actually do the work. Plus, in their mindset, because we know that what we think and believe, it actually creates our reality, right? So in their mindset, even if it's subconscious, they're thinking, well, it must not be that good, it must not work. So what is that saying to your cells? It's saying it's not working. And so what does that do? It makes it not work. So there you go. So doing a lot for very little eats away at your energy. Over time, you feel like burnt out. You feel like you're not worthy. You don't feel valued. That runs your energy down. You need to think of money as just energy, okay? It's neutral. It's an exchange system, okay? So when you pay for something, they get something back. That's all it is. There's nothing naughty about it or bad about it. And I get that part of you that wants to be accessible to everyone so everyone can heal and get benefits. But you can still do that. And I have ways that I help the people that need help get it. And so you can too. Okay. And also, I have my high end offers that create the total transformations fast. You need that as well, right? That transformational offer is key to you building a successful, sustainable business that will grow over the years. It's absolutely needed. Okay. It's about trading your magical transformation, not your mule work. Okay. You're not going to be trading for one session. When you look at charging per session, you're not charging per transformation, okay? Especially since the transformation your people want isn't going to fully happen just with one session, right? We know that your work is very powerful, and I get that. But usually, if I asked you honestly, is one session going to get them the full transformation that they want? Are you going to say, yes, it will? That's a lot of pressure. And then what happens when it doesn't? If you cannot say that that one session is going to create their full transformation, you need to look at it from a different view, okay? So making sure that you're pricing your offers in a way that's aligned with you on all levels, super important, and not comparing with others is also very important. So we're going to be going over that in the 1K per day masterclass starting on the 30th. So I want to invite you to that. I'll leave a link in the comments. That's where we totally change this way of thinking, your mindset around this. It's going to change actually the thought patterns you have around your business, because we're clearing so many blocks around this going back generations and things that you might have heard early on that have made you do your business in a way that now you're feeling burnout. We're going to go over all that. We're also going to be going over how you can turn your magic into a full-on transformation for your people, one that changes lives. Right? We use energetic pricing tools to find the ideal price for your soulmate clients. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Also, you're going to actually create your transformational offer or full program during that masterclass. We have workbooks so that this will help you. And I'm super excited to help you with this. Okay. So I would love to see you there. Excuse me. If you're with us now, your intuition has called you, right? Your higher self is here right now saying, hell yeah. So, right, we want to make sure that you are really open to this, because that week that we do that, starting on May 30th, is going to be the beginning of the complete transformation of your program and your business and your offers and the way you interact with your clients. It's, like I said, magical. And I personally want you to have something that creates a massive impact in the world. Okay. So you're here for a reason. All right. You've learned ways to help yourself, most likely, like I did, and others for a reason. And the people you help have their own magic to deliver to this world as well. Maybe not in using energy, but everybody has a gift that they're offering to make this world a better place. And it's all about whether they're getting out there and they're using that and they're making the impact. You are here to help lift everyone up with that ripple effect. By you helping them, they're finding and using their magic in ways that are helping other people. And it all goes together, guys. It's super important. Your job is really important. And I want you to understand that. If you decide not to do it, not to step up and be seen, it's going to cause a negative impact. We really need you out there to do what you were meant to do. Okay. And sometimes we have fears. Sometimes we have like doubt and all sorts of things can come up. I mean, I had all of them. I think I can probably name all the things that you're going through off because I went through it. But if you don't clear those out and move forward and be seen and get out there, you're probably causing the ripple effect to delay so much that it's going to impact people in negative ways. All right. They're not going to do their job. It's slowing the whole world down. So I want you to really think about that. So are you ready to make that ripple effect or huge wave? Like one with impact? I would love to see that. So join us. All right. You can find the link in the comments. I'll post it in here when we're done, as well as you can find it if you go to my personal page or any of my pages. It's in the banner on those pages. Very easy. It's just melissazosky.com/1K per day. We are doing business and success block clearings in a unique and powerful way. I'm going to show you how to do that, as well as going over how to reach that 6-figure year, working only 3 days a week. Very powerful stuff. I hope to see you there. It's been so near and dear to my heart because when I was starting my business, I almost got burnout to the point where I didn't want to do it anymore. And then I'd work with some people and they'd see some massive transformations. And how could I stop? I mean, if I stopped, those people might not have ever felt better or created their businesses that are helping so many people. So I kept going and then I kept refining. And I just want to help you step forward and do it in a way without dragging you down. You're going to learn from all the mistakes that I did. So you don't have to do those mistakes. Okay. And we're going to help you just really create that impact and that transformation that you want in your business. Okay. On all levels, and create that sustainable business that feels good, that lights you up so that you can do the things that are important to you with your family, spending time with your family. We just got back from Hawaii. I mean, this last month we've done Hawaii and we spent our whole family. We took our whole family there, my grandbaby, everything. We were all there. And then we went to Florida. And then we got back from that, spent a couple of days. Then we went to Washington, to Seattle. So we've been all over the place. And that's the lifestyle I love living. I love being and doing those things. You can do that when you work from anywhere. And that's what I help you learn how to do as well. Doesn't that sound like freedom? And being able to have the money to be able to do those things as well. It's like I'm sitting here thinking, where can I have a retreat, like an in-person retreat? I mean, I'm visiting all these wonderful places, all with amazing energy. I mean, I love the places that we visit. I feel into the energy. And I want to spend more time here? And when you say, yeah, oh my gosh, it just fills you up. It makes you excited. You know you're supposed to be. Okay. So where are you watching from? I'd love to see where you're watching from here. Let me pick this up. I didn't even check to see if this was showing up. Comment in the comments below so I can see where you're watching from. Let me see if this is showing up here. It looks like it's good. You know, sometimes Facebook has less reach, so it becomes a little bit Yep, it looks like it's showing up good everywhere. Anyway, I'll post in the comments the link to the masterclass. Again, would love to see you there. You're all so amazing. The energy that you bring into these masterclasses that we add to the group energy clearings as we're going is absolutely insanely powerful. And doing the group work, I love so much because when we are tapped into other people's energy, it actually gives us these back doors and windows that we might not have thought about for years. And so it speeds up the amount of clearing that you can get done in one session. And it's gentle yet so powerful that people see their eyes open up. They're like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden during those weeks, people have downloads. Like when I say a download, they're getting information on their own programs, their own processes, their own methods. And they didn't get it before. So it's all because of that masterclass. So hope to see you there. And let me know if you have any questions about it. we have the recordings every day, so it's very accessible. All right. And hope to see you there. You guys take care. Bye.